What's up, my friend? David Moss Jr. here, and in today's video, we're gonna dive into the entire lineup of Coldture products. So Coldture was a product that comes out of Canada, and they originally started out with an inflatable cold plunge and a chiller. Now they have an incredible lineup of not only cold plunges, but they also have saunas. So we're gonna do a quick dive into their entire product lineup so that you can determine what is perfect for you if you're considering buying a Coldture product. And then, hey, after today's video, there will be a link and a discount code that you can use to maximize savings down in the description below. Check that out after today's video. All right, so let's dive in. We're gonna go ahead and look at the cold plunges first. So clicking on cold plunges, you're gonna see they used to have just a few products down here at the bottom. They used to just have the barrel with the chiller. They used to have the barrel light, and they used to have the classic. All of those are the inflatable cold plunges, and they are great options. I actually have the classic with the Chiller Pro, and I have the barrel light. The barrel light is a great option. We're gonna start there actually, because it is one of the more affordable options. So everything you're gonna see here online is gonna be in Canadian. I don't really know how to change that until you go to checkout, but we're just gonna kind of breeze through the pricing and just know that this is a very affordable cold plunge. You can buy the tub only. So if you're somebody who's just starting out looking to start cold plunging and you want to get something that's a little more sturdy than those goofy little stilt cold plunges, this is the option I would suggest. People ask me all the time. I try not to make my opinion super public because at the end of the day, I like to review all products and let you make the best decision for yourself. However, this tub is hardy. I actually have it outside by my dock. It's one of the cold plunges that we like to fill up with ice and let people try. And it has been extremely durable. It's been outside since I've owned it. So this tub right here is under $500 American. It's only $499 Canadian. Once again, I'm gonna try to breeze through the pricing. Obviously, the pricing is gonna differ if you're in Canada or if you're in America, and they also have some discounts going on all the time. Using my discount code MOSS, MAUS, will save you as much money as they're possibly willing to save. So this is a great tub. It's a very small tub. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it is inflatable. As far as the size go, once again, it's in Canadian. It's 75 centimeters by 75 centimeters. Very small footprint, completely inflatable. It has a really nice and secure lid with skirts that actually go around the sides, keeping frogs and other things out. See, here's a little image of it versus the stilt cold plunge. So this is a great start. And if you do want to go ahead and get a chiller, their Chiller Pro is legit. I have tried to kill the Chiller Pro and I have not been able to. And they have a lot of the same technologies from this chiller that they've designed in a lot of their premium options too. So if you are looking to get a cold plunge and you want an all-in-one chiller, I would be able to recommend their Chiller Pro. It is a great option. So that's the barrel light. Now let's go to the next option, which is the barrel. So it's a little bit bigger. Once again, it pairs with the Chiller Pro, and their Chiller Pro is kind of like their bread and butter. They've done a really great job with this. You can also buy this barrel by itself, but you're gonna wanna get a chiller unless you wanna use ice, and their chiller is a great option. So those are the two barrels. Here's the last of the inflatables, and this is the classic. This is a full laydown tub. It is really big, it is really deep. So you do have a lot of room in this. And I do have full reviews on some of these products on my channel. If you'd like to take a look at that, you can definitely do that to see all of it in action. So now we're gonna jump from the inflatables and talk about some of the new stuff that they have. So they've had the Pro Plunge. Let's look at the Pro Plunge. This is their bread and butter, or was their bread and butter, as far as the cream of the crop, the premium. The Pro Plunge is really, really cool. Has UL and CSA certified chiller system. It can cool from 37 degrees to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, and everything is built all inside. It is a beautiful tub. I have not actually got this tub in my hand, so I haven't actually been inside this tub myself, but I have been inside their Pro Light, which we're gonna talk about in a second. The cool thing about this is it does come in black and in white, so you can choose two different color options, and it is made out of a similar material of a premium bathtub. It does have a touch display on here, and this is a little more expensive as far as the pricing goes. Has a light inside, it's really the premium cold plunge, or was, because now they have the extreme outdoor cold plunge. This thing is nuts. So a lot of complaints I've had from people who live in the north is that they have to winterize their cold plunge. They have to remove their chiller and somehow move everything inside, drain everything, or put it in a garage and just hope and pray it doesn't freeze over, because that does happen. Now this is the extreme outdoor cold plunge. This is the new cream of the crop. This is their premium. And guess what? It can be outside in temperatures down to -35 degrees Celsius, which is -22 degrees Fahrenheit. That's an insane claim. An all-season performance, reliable cold therapy year-round. It does have a heating mechanism and a cooling mechanism, continuous flow technology, targets temperatures up to 30% faster than others, and it's literally made to be outside. Like, these pictures are insane. It's in the snow. I talked to the founders after they did their content on this, after they filmed this, and a full-blown blizzard when they were doing this. Comes with a 1-year warranty, white glove delivery, 100% Canadian support team, which is cool. And it has a light, all sorts of incredible features. This is their premium. So if you're looking for a cold plunge you can leave outside year round and you live somewhere where it freezes, that's the one. Like, that's the only one I can say is actually made for that. Then they have a couple other options. They have this bathtub adapter. So they're allowing everybody to get into cold water therapy. You can now connect this to your bathtub. However, you do have to have the Chiller Pro. You can't just buy this for $300 and all of a sudden your bathtub's cold. You do still have to buy the Chiller Pro. Here's the other cool thing. If you currently have a Coldture setup and you have the Chiller Pro and you have an inflatable or something like that, you can buy this adapter if you don't want to have it outside during the winter. If you live somewhere where it's in the north and you don't want to spend upwards of $10,000, $12,000. This is pretty cool. You can connect it right into your bathtub. It's going to create a continuous flow of cold water or hot water. That's the other cool thing about the Chiller Pro is it does heat, and I have tried to kill it and I have failed. I've not been able to kill that chiller. They've asked me to try and I have. So it's a really robust chiller. I'm really impressed with it. That's why I'm comfortable making this video. Then we're gonna jump into what is probably one of my favorite cold plunges right now. It's their Pro Plunge Lite. They just launched it. This is Canadian dollars once again. I wish I could convert it. I don't really know how to convert it, but it's less than this in American. Incredible system. It is like a roto-molded feeling. So it's got that like plastic feeling, durable feeling. You don't have to worry about it getting dinged or dented or scratched like some of the other more expensive models and the acrylics. It's really, really cool. Same thing, cools to 37 degrees and heats up to 105 degrees. Has an incredible flow of water, has ozone. It's an incredible little, I mean, like, for the price, this is one of my favorite cold plunges to recommend right now. Plus it looks really, really cool, and it does have a light. So it can be inside, it can be outside. This one I wouldn't keep outside if it was freezing, but that's the cold plunge options that they have right now. They used to only have these 3 at the bottom. They've introduced the Pro Plunge recently, and then the other 3 are brand new, which is awesome. But that's the cold plunges. Let's talk real quickly about the saunas. I don't have one of the saunas in my possession. I would like one day so I can do a full in-hand review, but they have a hybrid dual heat sauna, which is definitely worth noting. It's meant for 4 to 6 people. It has a ultra low carbon EMF infrared panel and a 6 kilowatt electric heater with sauna stones. So it can reach up to 210 degrees, and it combines the electric heater with sauna stones and infrared panels. So you get deep heat and hot heat inside the sauna. Ergonomic L-shaped double deck bench for comfort. It's got 2 different decks, which is great. Get you above the rocks if you are looking for that traditional Finnish experience in a sauna. Has great lighting, has great sound system. I've done a ton of research on this and I have a full review of this going through just the features. I don't have it in my hand. That is the goal one day, is to have these in hand, or maybe take a trip to Canada so I can see the entire factory. That would be really cool. But this right here is pretty cool. I haven't really seen a lot of hybrid saunas on the market done well. This one seems to be done really, really well. The pod corner sauna has been a hot sauna from what they've told me. It just fits right into a corner, and unfortunately, we're all kind of busting at the seams. We don't have a ton of space. This is not a hybrid sauna. This is an infrared sauna, which is cool. It does reach temperatures of 150 degrees, which if you've been inside an infrared sauna, 150 degrees infrared is hot and will produce a really detoxing sweat. It does have premium JBL speakers, ambient lighting, and it does have some red light, which is really cool. 360 degrees of red light therapy coverage. That is a really cool sauna, and I do love how it looks. Now, if we dive into the last sauna on their roster, this is the Pod Infrared Sauna. It's their entry level as far as price goes. Once again, this is Canadian. You'll have to see what the conversions are, but it does also have 360 degree red light therapy coverage, far infrared up to 150 degrees, and the JBL with ambient lighting. So if you're looking for a premium looking sauna with great sound system, and you like infrared up to 150 degrees, this is a sauna that would be worth considering. They don't take up a ton of space. You can go into the features and see all of the great features of all of this. What I do like about the smaller sauna is that it is a standard 20 amp. You will need 20 amps minimum for most saunas on the market. So you will need an electrician to come out and make sure that you do have a dedicated 20 amp if you are considering purchasing a sauna. And then you can see all the exact sizes of each and every one of these. I do have a little bit of a detailed sauna review on my YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to check out under the Coldture playlist. So there's the cold plunges, there's the saunas. Let's quickly talk about the Water Chiller Pro. This is, you can just buy this by itself, and this is one of the more robust chillers on the market that I've reviewed, that I've had, and that I've played with. Down to 37 degrees really efficiently, and up to 105 degrees, which is also really efficient. It heats the water up. It's beyond the temperatures of a normal hot tub, which is really cool. Great filtration. They like to talk about, if you like to drink filtered water, why don't you cold plunge in it, which is funny. And you can buy this chiller all by itself to connect to any of your other cold plunges, or if you have a DIY or something, you're just tired of fooling around with all the different chillers, this is a good chiller that you can use as an option. There is also an app which has guided cold plunges and different things like that if you want to check that out. Accessories, let's look at what they have as far as accessories. The filter for the chiller, a dry mat for the cold plunge tub, which catches some of the water. So if you're getting in and out of the water and you have it in your garage or somewhere you don't want a bunch of water, that's a good option there. Chemical starter pack, we'll just skip over that. Dry sleeves to keep your tubing from condensating all over the water. Extended warranties, a bunch of other little stuff. So that's a quick rundown of the Coldture lineup as of right now. I hope I do get a couple of these new products on hand so I can do in-depth reviews. If there is a product that I breezed over that you want a little more information, let me know in the comments below which product you want to see a review on next. I'll try to make that happen for you as fast as possible. My goal of this channel is to review all the best options out there on the market and let you make the best decision for yourself. I just want to give you the information so you can make the best decision for yourself. Personally, I would suggest, if you are in the market for a cold plunge, I would definitely check out the Pro Light. That has been a cold plunge I've really enjoyed owning. I've really enjoyed letting other people try. It's a comfortable cold plunge. It's an efficient cold plunge, and it looks really, really cool. However, if you live in the north where it's going to be really, really cold, this extreme outdoor cold plunge is pretty interesting. It's a really cool setup. And if you are just starting out in your cold plunge journey, check out one of the inflatables down below. I do have that link down in the description below with a discount code if you want to check any of these out for yourself or get a little bit more information. At least click the link so that you can go to the website and do your own research. There's a lot more information that I'd love to jump in, but I wanted to keep this video somewhat short and just go over the new products, because Coldture has a slew of new products that are coming out right now that are just being launched. And hopefully I'll get them in hand so I can do an in-depth review soon. But I wanted to get this information in front of you as fast as possible. Hey, I appreciate you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, my friends, and God bless. And hey, I'm gonna pop up a couple videos right here for you to check out on more in-depth information on the current Coldture product. So check out one of those. Later, guys.